As well. If you're joining me in 2 minutes' time, then good afternoon. Been a little while since I've been on a live, so I wanted to jump on before the madness kicks off this afternoon. What with it being core CPI and CPI movements at 1:30. So I've got a bit of time to come on now after having a couple of messages on the weekend asking they haven't seen me do a live for a little while. So let's get the ball rolling. Today I'm going to analyze yesterday's trades. We've had a great morning this morning already. Out of all trades at the minute, due to like I said, CPI coming up, which is high impact news, means the markets will move quite dramatically. Well, should do, not always, but should do when this news is released at 1:30. So, as you all may know, whoever's watching, I offer both done for you and done with you services. Okay, so what that means is the done for you is that you simply, open an account that you choose. Doesn't matter the amount. That we have we have services for all types. From low ticket, meaning low cost, all the way up to high ticket or high cost. Depends. You can only ever start where you are, really. I started a few years ago with £100. Lo and behold, you keep learning, you keep growing, keep moving forward, and see where it takes you, right? But then again, other people have many, decent jobs, other sources of income, and they have money sat in the bank that's not doing anything. So you might want to put that to work. So with the done for you services, you simply open an account, we connect you up and do all the work for you and manage it for you. And simply, you can watch it all happening from your phone as well, if that's what you want, or you could just get a daily or weekly report, completely up to you. But that is the done for you services. I'll go into a bit more detail about you if you want to talk to me about that at any other time. But this is done with you. So done with you is basically you join up a group chat with myself and a few other guys and ladies, of course. And what happens is I shall post my analysis, meaning a screenshot of what I'm looking at every single day. And then I'll also post the trades that I'm taking every single day, and you can take those with me. It's always better to learn a skill or learn something new when you are being handheld, alongside somebody with experience. It's the best way to learn. And so what I'm going to go over right now is the trades that we took yesterday, what I was looking at. I won't post everything because obviously there's the people paying to be in this group. It's £100 entry at the minute and £30 a month to stay in. You can be able to clearly tell that you can make a lot more than that from joining, which is why the costs will go up in the future. But for now, it's just about getting building out the awareness and getting people joining in the fun. So here's the charts that I look at every day. I wake up, not every day, but whenever I'm trading. Let me just delete some of these things here. I'll just clear it out for a minute. So this is what I saw. So yesterday morning, I was in meetings all morning and then I went for lunch. So I didn't do much activity in the group chat yesterday, but then we absolutely smashed it in the afternoon on US 30 and gold. So I'm looking at the time in which I started posting these signals. So here, as you can see, I've just screenshotted it. Gold's in a good buy area of stop loss 1930. That was at 324, and then US 30 buy at 328. So we're going to this time. Here's gold at 1 o'clock. Okay, so US sessions began at 1 o'clock, and I'm looking at the charts. If I just go down to the 10-minute, I'm looking at the charts, and it's entered my zone, right? But remember, I'm not active yet. I'm at meetings and I'm out for lunch, so I'm not looking, right? So we just skip forward a little bit to when I posted it. Okay, so now we're at 2 o'clock and we're deep in this zone. This zone has been marked out, and I'll explain why momentarily. But let's have a look. Okay, now we're coming up to 3 o'clock and we're out the zone, right? And that is what I've seen. So 3 o'clock's happened. If we just go back, just because I'm drawing these boxes and these lines does not mean that the market's going to go there. This is what I've seen from my own experience and what I look for. So I've marked out my zone, right? And the reason why I've marked this out is as a potential buy zone, right? So when it reaches this area, we're going to see how price reacts, okay? Because remember, all these candles, these lines here, ladies and gents, they are representing price of gold right now, okay? So when it reaches certain areas called supply and demand, if there's a reaction, it means that buyers are coming in, or of course, if it's above, it means sellers are coming in, okay? And I want to see what happens. So at the minute, we can see it's going down, so it's quite strong sellers. But if I scroll across, because there's the reason why I marked this out, if I scroll across here, all right, let me just remove all this mess a little bit, because I don't want to confuse anybody. All right. Okay, so the reason why I've posted this here is that we had some reaction over here before, okay, and we're in a bullish trend, meaning we're going up. Now we've had a lot of retracement down here. That is a big move in gold, so you could say that we're in seller's market temporarily, but overall, because this is an hour chart, overall, if I go onto the 4 hours, you can clearly see we're up. Yeah, hope that making sense. We're up. So what you want to do is when you're in a bullish market or an up market, whatever you want to call it, you want to be looking for buys, because going against the trend is quite dangerous. All right. I'll go into a bit more detail on changes of trends and how to spot that later on, but let's not focus on that just now. I don't want to overwhelm you. Okay. So what we've done is we're looking for buys. Okay. So immediately I've created a zone, right, where if it enters this zone, I'm going to be looking for buys. Okay. So I've got my biased, if that's what you like. It's called a biased. It means what I feel like I'm going to be doing today. Okay. So it's entered the zone 10 to 3, right? Now, the reason why is I use a couple of indicators. First of all, there's one called SVP, which is you have to pay for this. It's £20 a month for the update, but it helps to show you where volume is. So there's not a lot of buyers or sellers here at all, as you can see by these boxes being very small. And most of the volume is up here. So this is a good area to target, okay? First stop, by the way. Like, obviously, you want to be driving this as much as you can in whatever direction you're going, but first stop would be here. So let me just draw a little line there, okay? And turn that off. Now, we've had a reaction from this area before, which is another reason why I believe that it was going to react again, okay? So we're looking for an area in which it's best to buy from. Now, if you brought from here, great, but let's not talk about that, okay? Would have potentially brought from there in the morning. Oh, no, it's not 4:30, so I wouldn't have. So here, okay? Now, what's happened here is this is an area where I would have got in, this red line, but I've gotten in and given the trade after it's retested, okay? So here, so we've had a strong bullish engulfing, meaning that it's taken out these previous candles. One big one has taken out almost 3. So that's showing me that huge buyers are here. Okay, now we've had a bit of a pullback, and then I've told everybody, remember, at 324, get in this trade like this, okay? Like this, stop loss, you can go as 1930, okay? We've had a confirmation that there's a strong buyer here to support us. Okay, we don't know who that buyer is or buyers. And then we're going to target 3 to 1. All right, 3 to 1. So when you've clicked this button, you see this number's turned to 3. Yeah, 3 to 1. Okay. Hope that's making sense. Right. So I've given the signal, given the trade. People have taken the trade with me that were in the group, and as you can see, awesome stuff, non-stop all the way up. Now, of course, these are 10-minute candles, so this is actually over the course of like what did it work out to? Well, 2 hours. Okay, so it's not, looking at that as really quick. I've just sped it up. It looks great, but that's not the case. There's a lot of psychology that goes into it, because when this initially started pushing up, you'd have little pullbacks, and if you're a beginner trader, then these little pullbacks, and you see the money dropping and going a bit lower and stuff, you start going, but like, this is the important part of having the targets. So the main targets were, the first one was to look at how it responded here, because if you remember, I put the volume indicator on and there was a lot of volume there, but that's gone now. The main volume is here and the second main volume is here, which is exactly where we're at. And that was a brilliant one. Now, of course, as I mentioned, I've mentioned it's nice to show the wins and stuff, but this could have easily, dropped down, which is exactly the important part of having the stop loss here. Why did I have that there? Well, because I've marked out this red line here, ladies and gents, as the lowest point since Friday. So this was Monday. So Sunday and Monday, and then Friday is the lowest point price has been. So if it goes below there, we need to reconsider that it could continue down, right? And as you can see, it did here. But what you can also see is you would have been wrong if you put your stop loss there. That's way, way too tight. Okay, you've got to say to yourself, right, I've chose my lot size and I've chose my stop loss. How much is that in money that I can afford to risk? And I said to myself, right, about 40 pips, yeah. So about 40 pips is what I'm willing to risk, and then we can try and catch as many as possible. And what we ended up doing was catching 130 pips, right? Brilliant, in 2 hours. That's absolutely incredible, okay? And gold does that, which is why you've got to be careful. So that's stop one, guys. Very, very I try and keep my trading very simple. Remember, this isn't the automated trading. It's not connected to my account, although I have options. So all these big, large accounts are run by softwares and AI and a big team. But I like to also trade myself because I love it. It's such a fun skill to learn and to do. And like I said, I offer a done with you service. So I coach you into becoming a profitable trader, and many other things as well. Life coaching as well. It's more than just clicking buttons and charts. There's a lot more to it. Psychologically, emotional intelligence, enjoying life, having fun. Okay, moving on to US 30. Again, same time, as you can see here, US 30 buy, stop loss 34185 at 328. Okay, this is where we was at. If I just go forward, and this is where I gave the signal. Okay, 34185 here, underneath here. Okay, but the reason being is, once again, if we just go over the strategy, we are in a bullish or a very strong upwards movement. So we're going to be looking for buys at good opportunities. US 30, we have to keep a type stop loss because it moves, and when it moves, so it can literally take you out and take a lot of your money. So let's go what we were targeting here. So excuse me, targeting 34420. 34420. There's our target. Okay, that works out a 3 to 1 once again. Awesome stuff. Let's look at the volume. There you go. See, perfect. In line, which is why I took it. Stop loss under here, because like I said, it can easily go the other way. And I've already given it away a little bit, but as you can see, we did reach this area, which I actually closed off at 3440. There, like that. I actually closed off because it was near the end of the day, and I just couldn't be bothered to wait any longer for 20 pips. I mean, some people are quite stubborn. You know, if you're waiting for 20 pips, you could wait all day, all of this morning as well. I thought, nah, there I'm happy. I can see 2 rejection candles, which you'll learn the more you trade and get out. And as you can see, where we're at right now is it's done nothing all day. Well, obviously up and down a bit, but it's been in that area. So if you've been waiting for this here, fair enough. Apologies. Like I said, you've hit TP1 and closed off at TP2. I'm pretty sure. I think I wrote in the group chat. Close this off. Well done. And yeah, we're ready for in an hour and 15 minutes time for CPI news, as I mentioned here. And that's pretty much it, guys. The trading is very, very simple. Again, like I mentioned, if none of this interests you, then why are you still watching? If none of this interests you, then of course you can just literally put your own money into an account that's completely safe, regulated, safer than the bank, and you can withdraw that whenever you like. Leave it for 1 month and then withdraw whenever you like, or you can simply purchase these funded accounts that we've been running as well and have that done for you as well. The choices are all completely yours. We've got some great services that we're offering now, and the results have been fantastic as well. So ready to take this to the next level, elevate everybody that joins in for next year, because the markets will slow down next month, at the end of this month as well. Markets always slow down towards Christmas. Everyone's going on their holidays and taking their money out and stuff, so it makes complete sense. But this is where we're at right now. This morning I said to everybody, if you haven't, basically if you got out the trade yesterday, great. Then I did give a trade at 8 o'clock this morning for literally 3440, and then here like this. Again, told people there was TP 1, 2, and 3. There was TP 1, 2, and 3. It's not hit TP 3 yet, but TP 1 and 2 have been smashed twice, which is fantastic. And we'll see how it plays out this afternoon when the US session opens in 45 minutes. But guys, just to go over one more time what I look for. So here's my confluences. What I look for when trading. Market structure. Yeah. What's the market doing? This is what I give out to everybody in the groups and stuff. And I do record my sessions and put them into my vault on the Telegram. So market structure. What's market doing? It's going up. Yeah. Fibonacci is from the last session. So this here to, well, no, it would be this session here, wouldn't it? Sorry. Where are we? Last session, 11 o'clock. If I just click on here, you can see the last session. Last session here, from bottom to top, do the Fibonacci. Okay, just delete that. I do a Fibonacci from the bottom to the top. So this is the bottom of the previous session. So the last session, which was Asia, well, almost London now, but Asian session, to the top of the highest point it's been whilst I've been looking at the charts, right, which is here. And then we wait for it to retrace back. So if we just scroll back a bit, because I did give another signal at 11 o'clock actually, which was there. So market structure is going up, so we're looking for buys. Okay, Fibonacci from bottom to top. And then we look for the 0.76 area, which was here. Okay. Supply and demand. This is an area of demand underneath. How do we know that? Because we've had a push down before a big move up. And if it's supply, it's a push up before a big move down. Okay. So you could consider this as a supply zone now. Okay, right, push up, big push down, big push up. Right, liquidity, where's the liquidity? You could argue there's of course liquidity here and liquidity here. Okay, basically where's the spikes, there's money left on the table, or you could say a little bit of money's left there as well. Okay, that's it. And then obviously I do my point of control using the tool. Point of control's here. That lines up with the demand. That lines up with a fib. That lines up with the point of control, right? And then now it lines up with where the candle is. So that's why I gave the buy. And if you look, it was so fast you missed it. Here, yeah, 11 o'clock. I need to go down to the 1 minute because watch this. Watch what happened. This was awesome. 10:59. Bam, that happened straight away. And then the next candle, that happened. And then the next candle, that happened. And within 3 minutes, we'd smashed it. TP1 and 2 were smashed. And then it dropped back down. So that's just how quick US 30 can work for you when you work from these zones. Okay, very, very important to get these zones in. And look how it looks on the 5 minute. But play it forward, and again went back into the zone. Could have got in again. Got a TP1 again. How do I work out TP1, 2, and 3? You might be asking. Well, you work out your stop loss. So here. So your stop loss, say where it should be, not where you just some random place, but where it should be. It should be under here because it's not gone lower than this, right? And then your TP1 is basically where when this number turns to 1. So, it's messing about a little bit, but there, 1, TP1, and then 2, and then 3. Okay? So use this tool, this tool. I give my tools a little star. So when you give them a star, you can have the actual toolbox up here. So you don't need to go over here and keep clicking. You just use the ones you got up here. So yeah, guys, that's it. That's a little breakdown into how I look at the charts, how I analyze, and the trades that I give. When I give them, I give several of them a day, and we've been catching some wonderful ones with very good risk management. And yeah, I look forward to anybody else dropping me a message to see how you can get involved. Like I said, if you're not interested in it, but you like the fact that it makes money in numbers, then get in touch. We'll get something set up for you. In the meantime, have a great day. Hey.